You bring up something that hurt you. A few minutes later, you are trying to calm them down. Now you're focused on their feelings instead of your own. And something about the conversation has already shifted. You started by asking to be understood. Now you feel responsible for making everything okay. That is often how this pattern works. When they become upset, withdrawn, defensive, or overwhelmed, the attention begins to move away from what you brought up. The conversation is no longer about your concern. It is now about their reaction. Now you're managing their emotions instead of explaining what happened. Your body may notice it first. You feel tension in your chest. You feel an urge to smooth things over. You start reassuring them. You explain that you didn't mean to upset them. You begin trying to repair a problem you did not create. You feel responsible for fixing everything because the relationship has taught you that conflict only settles when you take on that role. Some people describe this as a narcissistic communication pattern when it happens repeatedly. Not because every disagreement is narcissistic, but because the interaction starts to center around one person's emotional response, while the other person becomes responsible for restoring stability. For them, this can become useful. If you are focused on calming them down, the original issue often goes unresolved. The concern is raised, the interaction shifts. Your attention moves to their distress. Your concern loses space, and the conversation ends without real resolution. Many people respond to this by trying harder, explaining more, or taking responsibility for the emotional tone of the relationship. That response is understandable. But carrying the entire emotional burden is not the same as resolving the issue. In healthy conversations, both people take responsibility for their own feelings while staying with the original concern long enough to understand it. Clarity grows when responsibility is shared, not when one person carries all of it. If you consistently feel responsible for fixing everything, that is important information. It may be showing you that the relationship has trained you to prioritize stability over your own needs. And once you recognize that, the burden starts to make sense. If this helped put words to your experience, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This channel exists to help you recognize narcissistic and manipulative patterns, calmly, clearly, and without blame, so you can understand what's happening and trust yourself again. And when conversations unfold this way, another pattern often begins to form. In the next video, we're going to explain why you apologize even when you're not wrong during conflict, and how that pattern keeps the conversation from resolving. Click here to watch.